Now on CoastTV News.
Still closed, visitors and locals alike on the sidelines at the beaches, and we have new information from the Maryland Department of Emergency Management.
Up for adoption, 4 dogs that were rescued from dangerous levels of neglect are now looking for a happy home.
Untold stories from our past, a new project with John Dickinson Plantation highlights important history.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Dangerous waves on Delmarva for more reasons than one. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6.
We begin tonight with both medical waste and heavy surf shutting down those beaches.
This was the scene in Fenwick Island. Here and along the coast, DENREC has issued water advisories banning swimming until at least Monday.
Coast TV's Brandon Ferguson was along the coast today, and he shows us the conditions now and where the investigation into that medical waste stands.
High surf and medical waste, 2 reasons why Delmarva beaches are closed. On Wednesday, Maryland authorities confirmed the Federal Emergency Management Agency is now working with Delaware and Maryland to determine why this medical waste continues to wash up. That, plus high surf, shutting down beaches for days.
It's settled down. It's still rough, but it's not as rough as it's been in the last couple of days.
Several beaches along the coast of Delmarva are still closed because of the medical waste washing the shore. And here at Fenwick Island, you would normally see hundreds of people at the beach, but not today. That's because of the high surf.
Medical waste washing along shores up and down the coast of Delmarva has been a problem since Sunday, with Assateague officials saying they filled 5-gallon buckets with bottles, tubes, and caps. And people like Susan Edwards say this is unacceptable.
It's probably even more dangerous if you're in the water, but it's, coming up on the beach. We're seeing people pick things up. It's awfully irresponsible.
High surf and medical waste, 2 reasons why people can't enjoy the end of the summer at the nation's summer capital and along the coast. For Coast TV News, I'm Brandon Ferguson.
Let's go ahead and take a live look right now outside into Rehoboth Beach. This is a live shot at just how heavy that surf is. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at our forecast.
Well, right now we're going to start really at the bottom and work our way north with specific focusing in on the future wave that we're expecting. By 8:30, we could see, if you take a look at this legend to the top, we're looking at a range of about 8-foot waves from Ocean Pines all the way down, headed down towards the Chincoteague area. And then it begins to back off just briefly down to about 6-foot waves, but we're going to see another surge. Another look at the Boardwalk Plaza of Rehoboth Beach. I mean, this is really an illustration of our big concern. When you combine this, that's a problem in and of itself. But then you add the debris that's along with it, it's problematic. And in Lewis, by the way, this is actually a pole where this is the danger sign right here. We're actually seeing the water that's elevating. So we're not only concerned about the fury and the strength of these waves, we have very gusty winds with a small craft advisory, and there's the threat of flooding. Now, with what's happening in around Lewis, we can see it's going to back off briefly, but then as we go into Friday, we go right back up to this range of 8 to possibly 9 or 10 feet. So this is not just a one-day concern. It's extended throughout the rest of the week. We see the scattered showers that's actually hovering more so over to our west. But overall, we have a coastal flood advisory in effect for all of Sussex, inundation with the water that's rising, particularly around Lewis, as we just saw. And then we have beach erosion concerns, Ocean City all the way down towards Chincoteague, along with some additional flood advisories. Now, when you put that all together, it makes for an amalgam of things that really bad news when you wrap them all together. More on your full forecast coming up in a moment. Till then, back to you, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. Now that we've covered the Delaware beaches, let's move to Ocean City. The town says the ocean will remain closed due to rough surf, limited lifeguards, and just precaution overall. Ocean City says it's awaiting the results of a water quality test. And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you think caused the medical waste to wash ashore?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. 84% believe it's illegal dumping, which again, to be clear, the investigators have not determined even a suspicion of where this came from yet. Storm runoff, waste facility error, and unknown source also getting a little bit of the vote there, Charlie.
That's right. And if you want to go be a part of this vote, go to coasttv.com or use your Coast TV mobile app. We're going to show updates at 11. We'll see if it moves off that 80% number or not.
Emergency plans to improve the Indian River Inlet after dune breaches, those are moving forward. DelDOT will add sheets of steel, creating a wall. DENREC will do an emergency sand replenishment project to boost the beaches. And at the behest of environmentalists, the agencies are holding a public meeting on this September 25th in Bethany. Breaking news out of Ocean City. Police confirm an investigation into ongoing workplace misconduct by 5 police officers. Major progress there. In just the last hour, police say a county charging committee is reviewing findings from the investigation, after which it will make a disciplinary recommendation to the chief. Police say this will take time. 3 officers were suspended in May over the alleged misconduct. Now, the big question is, what exactly is that misconduct? Well, that has not been publicly disclosed.
A proposed apartment complex in Georgetown. It is causing controversy. This new complex would have 6 buildings added and would be across from Savannah Road on Calhoun Street. Neighbors don't want it. Casey Christophil is the executive director at a preschool nearby. She says the complex would cause congestion and even threaten children's safety.
I think it's the traffic. I think that parents are waiting to come in. I think the buses are here, and there are several cars that pass the buses, which is a hazard to the kids.
That planning commission meeting just started. We're going to stay on this story, and we're going to have more information on Coast TV News at 11.
Delmarva Power and Energize Delaware hosted a session at the Lewis Public Library, informing people about ways to save energy in their homes. The free session explained tips for saving money, like weatherizing your home and knowing when to unplug. The nonprofit Energize Delaware is making stops in each county throughout the state once a month to bring awareness.
This pulls at my little philanthropic heartstrings because I love being able to get out into the community and talk to everyone about what it is they can do to save money on your light bills. I mean, I feel like utilities kind of get a bad rap in that respect, that they're out to get them, and we're really here to kind of change that narrative.
Johnson says the overall goal is to help people save money, but also be eco-friendly.
Millsboro has just announced that their water system, it's over 100 years old, and it's time for a fix. To meet state and federal lead and copper rule requirements, they're taking inventory of all the water services line materials in town. Their team has started using tools to track and record full inventories of the water service line materials. By October 16, 2024, Millsboro says it needs to send that information to the Delaware Department of Health and Social Services.
1 month ago, 20 dogs were rescued from neglect and abuse at a home on Ida Lane in Bridgeville. Now, 4 of those dogs are up for adoption. Axel, Buddy, Drake, and Lola, there they all are. They're all looking for a place to call home. The senior operations manager of the Brandywine Valley SPCA, Laura Page, says after weeks of care and treatment, these puppies have done a complete 180.
The open wounds are gone. The scabs and sores are gone. The coat has grown back pretty well on all of them.
The Brandywine Valley SPCA also has Boston Terriers that they rescued from that home in Bridgeville. They are also searching for their forever family.
The National Fish and Wildlife Foundation has announced $17 million in funding through the Delaware Watershed Conservation Fund. Advocates say this funding will support 45 conservation and restoration projects aimed at improving water quality and expanding recreational access across the region. The Coalition for the Delaware River Watershed said the $17 million award marks the largest total grant award to date.
DENREC is inviting nonprofits, conservation districts, and community organizations to submit proposals for matching grant funds through its Community Water Quality Improvement Program. Funding for approved projects will range from $25,000 to $75,000. Applicants can submit up to 2 proposals. Proposals should be emailed by 4:30 p.m. You got a little bit of time here, Wednesday, October 30th.
Now, we know this is a ways off, but Ocean City and its Special Events Division has just announced that they are changing the date for Springfest. Springfest, the annual 4-day festival, is upcoming. It's going to be the 34th anniversary. The event is usually the first week of May, but in 2025 it will actually be April 24th through the 27th. They moved this as it better fits with the town's schedule, and Cruisin' Ocean City is moving from May to early May as well.
And we're just getting started this evening.
Indeed we are. Sussex County getting a gold star for its budget. We're going to show you why.
And with the concern about medical waste washing on the beach, the worrisome rain and winds are a top concern for cleanup crews on beachgoers. We'll have more on that coming up.
First, a new project that could change the way history is told on Delmarva when we're back in just 60 seconds.
I know in a world of social media, people are judged first for their looks and it can affect your self-esteem.
We have those confidence and self-esteem issues, and they're trying to find that special person that they want to spend the rest of their life with.
I was always pretty self-conscious about my smile.
I wanted to feel confident and look good going into college, and Tillman Orthodontics really made that possible.
My smile looks the way it looks because of Tillman Orthodontics.
It's never too late. Let's get started.
I love my smile. I love it.
Call Tillman Orthodontics for your free consult.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere. Get 0% financing on this 2024 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. Or current Chevy owners can get $6,500 total value. That's 12% below MSRP. See your Delmarva Chevy dealers.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
The John Dickinson Plantation, it's the site of a new project with one local organization.
Addressing the Silences, that's the name of the partnership between the Southern Delaware Alliance for Racial Justice and the Plantation.
The two organizations are hosting a town hall at the Lewis Public Library right now. Coast TV reporter Zakia Jennings shows us what this partnership aims to do.
The John Dickinson Plantation, full of history about an often forgotten population. This history has led two organizations to join forces.
So an email came across the founder. Her name is Charlotte King. And I said, this is fascinating. We need to get involved.
The John Dickinson Plantation, along with the Southern Delaware Alliance for Racial Justice, have partnered together for a transformative nationwide project called Addressing the Silences. Gloria Henry with the John Dickinson Plantation explains exactly what that means.
We are a site that shares the stories of the people who lived there. That includes the tenant farmers, the enslaved individuals, the freedom seekers, the enslaved black men, women, and children.
Gwendolyn Miller with the Southern Delaware Alliance for Racial Justice says the two share a common goal: preserving our full, factual history.
We hope to make a positive impact in the voices that are shared at the John Dickinson Plantation so everyone feels valued and welcomed.
Both women say that this partnership isn't just between the two organizations, but a community effort, and they are seeking out the voices of the community at their town hall in Lewis.
We realize we cannot do it alone. We should not be doing it alone. We should be involving the community to help us explain some of these events.
For these two organizations, this project gives a voice to the voiceless and elevates a unique experience at the museum. The pair will officially announce their project at a town hall here at the Lewis Library behind me. They hope to have another town hall in the future to share their progress with their project. In Lewis, I'm Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
Well, if you just gotta play golf, you better bring out your rain gear, okay? And I guess your A game, because conditions, not so good. Looking for cloudy skies and a stray shower or two, at least, and that's the least of your pesky problems out on the golf course. It's your swing that's probably number one.
Track the storm with Coast TV First Alert Weather.
Make sure your neighborhood feels like home with landscaping and property services by Herker Property Maintenance. We combine science and art to create and maintain the landscape masterpiece you've always dreamed of. We can handle the largest developments and commercial properties all over and provide a consistent data evaluation to keep your property perfectly maintained. Clean, innovative, fast, reliable, from landscaping to pavement services and everything in between. Take an innovative approach with Herker Property Maintenance.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Join us for the Kickoff to Savings sales event going on right now at Preston Ford. Get $12,000 in savings off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s. Save $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Ford Bronco Badlands. These are just some of the deals. Explore a huge inventory online at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Preston Ford, located at the corner of Route 318 and 331. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
You shouldn't have to choose between the kitchen update you need and the vacation you want.
With Paul Davis, you can have both.
Change the look of your entire kitchen. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition, and it's done in as little as 3 days.
All for half the cost of a tear out.
And that vacation you wanted?
We'll give you that too.
Pay nothing for 12 months and get a luxury vacation for 2. Call Paul Davis for a free same-day estimate or visit the showroom.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Hi, I'm Joel Wharton, Sussex County farmer. Don't wait until after harvest to plant your cover crops. Consider broadcasting or interseeding cover crops into your standing cash crop. Early establishment provides more growth potential and more soil armor over winter. It also saves time because after harvest, the cover crop is already growing and protecting the soil, cycling nutrients, and preventing erosion. To learn more about the benefits and ways to establish cover crops early, contact the Sussex Conservation District because every acre counts.
Don't miss the Delaware Resorts Fall Home Expo at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis, September 21st and 22nd. Admission is free. 100 exhibitors from throughout the Delaware region will present their products and services. Come see a wide array of some of the resort area's top home product and service companies, all under one roof. Many of the exhibitors offer expo specials, and some will be giving away gifts and prizes. Ample parking is free. Don't miss the free Fall Home Expo, September 21st and 22nd at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis.
The big concern continues to be very aggressive waves that's already shut down the beaches, complicating the cleanup effort as far as the medical debris is concerned, and we're continuing coverage of that issue. And now we have gusty winds and the threat of flooding. That sounds like a full plate of things, so let's get to devouring what's going on here. Our Gateway Subaru camera in Ocean City showing you the aggressiveness of the waves, even the cameras being a little bit diluted because of the extra moisture. We're seeing some rough waves in Ocean View as well, near the bridge. A good deal of waves, wind that's continuing to push those trees along. Now, with the latest future wave forecast, we're expecting up to 8 to 9 feet, if you take a look at that legend and compare it, from Bethany Beach down towards just parallel towards Snow Hill. Time frame wise, we state with elevated concerns for the future waves. With that green, you see at least 4 to 6 foot waves minimum. Then we take a look at Rehoboth Beach, a live view here. You're seeing that it's actually becoming even more choppy as we progress throughout the evening time in Rehoboth Beach, courtesy of our boardwalk camera. And then flooding is a concern for us. Actually, here's the danger sign showing you just how much the water has risen for us going into Lewis. Now, with Lewis and Rehoboth in that area, they're elevated at about 4 to 6 feet, possibly leaning into 8. And then it goes down, becomes better on Thursday, but we can't relax because by Friday, we push right back up to 9 to possibly up to 10 feet with those waves. The active rain is more so over towards our west, but we zoom in for the latest advisories. Flooding, a threat for us in Sussex County, throughout Westchester, as well as North Ocean City, West Ocean City, and Ocean City. Beach hazard statements concerned about rip currents, and with the small craft advisory here in pink, that's indicating the 25-mile-per-hour winds still gusting and staying very vibrant. And that's pushed along with the counterclockwise circulation of this low-pressure system that's still down towards Norfolk, but it's having its residual effect on us here. Then there's the flooding concern from Dorchester, Somerset to Wacomico. We're bracing for at least 1 foot to 1.5 feet of inundation connected to that All of this is just basically adding to the mix of things with additional flood advisories, even reaching down to the most southern portions of Delmarva combined with all of that wind. So our rainfall totals, nearly 2 inches in Adamsville and nearly an inch in Frederica, just to name a few, and the rain is still tabulating. We've had 3/4 of an inch of rain that's officially fallen for us in Ocean City. And as we go into Thursday, we're going to get a brief break. The winds are still going to stay very active for us going into Friday, and we are going to generally see the rain back off, only looking for about 1/10 of an inch of rain, so that could actually give us a little bit of a break. The winds are going to continue the knife out of the northeast up to 31-mile-per-hour gusts. So tonight, 66, 82 for tomorrow, and then 79 on Friday. Finally, here's a look at your extended forecast.
The Chicago-based Government Finance Officers Association has awarded Sussex County the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award for fiscal year 2025, commending its latest budget. And listen to the details. Sussex County was tops in 3 separate categories related to financial reporting. According to the Government Finance Officers Association, the county's presentation demonstrated the budget is a policy plan, operations guide, and a communications device.
As harvest season starts, the Delaware Farm Bureau urges farmers and drivers to prioritize road safety. This week's actually a national focus for that, actually, if you didn't know. The organization says drivers should be patient and cautious around slower farm equipment. Farmers must ensure all their equipment is properly maintained and also visible.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
The Philadelphia Phillies are on the doorstep of the franchise's 3rd straight playoff appearance. Reaching the postseason seems to be a foregone conclusion, so let's break down all the potential clinchers for the Phils. Tonight, a win over the Milwaukee Brewers officially locks up a postseason spot, but that's not all this team has on the horizon. The Fightin's magic number to clinch the NL East Division title is down to 4 with 11 games to play. The Phillies have not won the division since 2011 when they set the franchise single-season win record with 102 victories. And over to the hardwood, where the Philadelphia 76ers seem like they've hit a major breakthrough in their plans for a new arena. Mayor Sherrell Parker announced today that the city of Philadelphia and the Sixers have reached an agreement to keep the franchise in Philly and build an arena in Center City. This comes shortly after rumors of New Jersey proposing a multi-billion-dollar plan to lure the Sixers to Camden as a new home. The Sixers have about 7 years to craft a new stadium, with their lease at the Wells Fargo Center ending in 2031. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
You shouldn't have to choose between the kitchen update you need and the vacation you want.
With Paul Davis, you can have both.
Change the look of your entire kitchen. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition, and it's done in as little as 3 days.
All for half the cost of a tear out.
And that vacation you wanted?
We'll give you that too.
Pay nothing for 12 months and get a luxury vacation for 2. Call Paul Davis for a free same-day estimate or visit the showroom.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Let's go exploring in the rugged CRV from Honda, KBB.com's 2024 Best Value brand. Get comfy. There's plenty of space for both passengers and cargo. And feel free to take pictures. Hold tight as our 204 horsepower CRV hybrid charges through muddy terrain. The rugged CRV. This is how adventure looks in a Honda.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's a free-for-all at Furnitureland. Introducing Furnitureland of the Free. First, select from a wide selection of import-free options for every room. Next, you can shop worry-free with our 14-day in-home trial. Then, enjoy it immediately with our weight-free 100% in-stock guarantee. Plus, if you love it, we'll even deliver it to your home for free from our location in tax-free Del Mar, Delaware. Furnitureland. In style, in stock, in your home today.
Celebrate the season with the 4 best days of fall at Sunfest. Experience the ultimate celebration of food, drinks, arts, crafts, and entertainment along the boards from October 24th to the 27th. Embrace fall by enjoying a seaside tractor ride, chilling around a beach bonfire, navigating a corn maze, or participating in a pet and bicycle event. Shop around over 200 arts and crafts vendors. Immerse yourself in music with an incredible lineup of free musical performances. Enjoy the free family fun all day. For more information, visit ococean.com/sunfest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Quick reminder, we have concerns for flooding throughout the inland areas, and the pink here is indicating we have 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts connected to a small craft advisory. Stay up with your forecast by calling our weather line, sponsored by Banderas Rocks, Broxton, and Federico. And here's a look at your 10-day forecast.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.